From chess to boats that are underwater. Hey everybody, and welcome to the newest playthrough on this channel, SpongeBob's Boating Bash. So we're going to create a new file, and we're going to name it LP for legitimate people. And with that, let's save and begin. So this game, SpongeBob's Boating Bash. It's got many different modes. Multiplayer has you can just play quick play by yourself. You know, I don't know why you do that. When you have a story mode, which is what we're going to be tackling today. Get it? Tackle?
Ah, mes amis, we meet again in the sleepy town of Bikini Bottom. It is a most important day for SpongeBob. Not only is it the day of his boating school exam, it is also the last test of the year. Should he fail, SpongeBob will face another whole year of boating school.
And the turn signal.
Very good, SpongeBob. You passed the oral exam.
Of course.
Yes, and if we can only get you to put your knowledge to practical use, you might just pass this test.
Oh no, that's where I always have trouble.
This time, SpongeBob, we're going to go through it slowly, together, to calm your nerves. And then you can try it on your own. How does that sound?
As long as these pants are square and this sponge is Bob, I won't let you down.
We'll just see about that.
We will indeed see about that. For those who want to know, I don't really need to explain who these characters are. I mean, come on. If you don't know who these characters are, just where have you been? Like, what have you been doing this whole time? I mean, or you're just, I don't know, a little kid, but I doubt that. Like, everyone knows who SpongeBob is. And this is Miss Puff's boating school.
The first thing you need to do is to slowly go forward. Slowly. Use the B button to give your boatmobile some gas, and use your control stick to steer.
So, already, we have some weird controls coming up here where we use the B button to accelerate. Now, I'm using an emulator, so I mapped this to an Xbox controller, but for, you know, players of the regular game, like me, when I was playing this on Wii, if we don't want to use motion controls, our only option is to use the nunchuck, and we accelerate with the B button.
That wasn't so hard now, was it? Let's see what happens if we go just a little faster. When you're ready, continue to hold down the gas and then press the A button to floor it.
So not only is the B button, which is normally reserved for braking and reverse, being used to go forward, but the A button, which is normally reserved for going forward, is used for going forward faster. These are some genius controls way ahead of its time.
Great! Now that you have that figured out, try flooring it a couple times on your own and get it out of your system. Give it one more good one. Why, that was splendid, SpongeBob!
Wow, so good.
Let's practice stopping now. We're going to stop up ahead. Use the Z button to apply the brake inside the stop area. If you hold it for a long time, you'll go in reverse, so you can use the handbrake located on the C button to hold your position.
I don't really need to elaborate on this one, but for whatever reason, I guess Z button is brake, which isn't too far out of the ordinary, so I'll accept that.
That was wonderful. Now try it a couple of times on your own.
It's kind of...
Forward and brake twice so that I can be sure you've got the idea.
Yeah, this next part's a little finicky because sometimes the game can't really tell that you're stopped. Like, I think you have to do a full stop.
You're doing
Yeah.
so well, SpongeBob.
So this is the first check
You're making real progress here.
and second check.
Excellent.
There we
work.
go.
You've used your brakes to stop, but you can also use your handbrake alone to help you maneuver a tight corner. While you are driving holding the gas, you can also tap or hold the C button to help slide your boatmobile around a tight corner. Why don't we give that a try? Go ahead and give it some gas and then hold the handbrake. You can steer the boatmobile to slide in either direction.
So Miss Puffs talks about using the handbrake to turn, but what they don't tell you is that the handbrake is more of a U-turn tool. So it will completely turn me around like this, which is really useful for the rest of the game, but not very useful for going around corners like this.
You're doing fine.
Like,
Now, take 2 more turns using the handbrake to show me you've got it.
it is very finicky. Like,
This is splendid, Sponge. You're showing the most improvement of any student I've had in years.
I'm gonna call you
Let's see how much
out
you've
on
been
that.
paying attention. Drive up the ramp, through the hoop, and then hit the brake on the other side. If you want, you can floor it to get a really good jump.
So, longtime fans will note that this is a pretty accurate recreation of the actual boating school from the show. Now, at the beginning of the game, we heard that this is the last test of the year. And
Splendid! Just wonderful.
that means that we won't be
You're
seeing
doing
this
so
course
well.
anymore.
Now, go ahead and drive around to the finish line, and we'll start your test when you get there.
So, just enjoy the surroundings, because you will not be seeing this place again. And with that, we get a glorious...
Well, SpongeBob, I am so pleased. You did that very well. Now it's time for you to do it all by yourself.
By myself?
Well, yes. You need to be able to drive the course by yourself in order to get your license.
I don't know. Do you think I'll do okay, Mrs. Puff?
I'm sure you'll do just fine. Just fine. Okay, so what's the first thing you do?
I floor it?
Floor it. No, SpongeBob, don't floor it. Don't floor it. Why, SpongeBob? Why?
So did I pass this time, Mrs. Puff?
No, SpongeBob, not this time.
What seems to be the problem, son?
I failed my driving test. Again.
Well, you shouldn't let that get you down. You can always take it again.
It was my 78th time!
Oh, my. Well, I'm sure they'll have another test you can take soon.
It was the last one of the year.
Ah, I see.
I'd do anything to get my license.
Well, you're in luck, son.
How am I in luck?
You're lucky that you failed your test right as I was pulling up to this bus stop.
Uh-huh.
I'm afraid I haven't had the chance to introduce myself. Seymour Scales is the name. Pleased to meet you. Pleased to meet you. And what's your name, son?
SpongeBob?
Well, hello, SpongeBob. My boy, you're going to get your license to drive this year, or my name isn't Seymour Scales.
I am?
Yes, you are. As fate would have it, I am a certified driving instructor who can teach you to drive with my special patented Learn to Drive system.
You can?
Yes, sir. With my Learn to Drive system, I can teach anyone to drive in only 5 short classes.
You can teach me how to drive?
Absolutely. Drive is a very simple system that teaches the 5 key things that every driver should know. Destruction, recklessness, impairment, velocity, and escape.
Are you saying I should destroy things and drive recklessly?
Absolutely not. Why, Drive will teach you what a poor driver is so that you can use that knowledge to help become a better driver. All right then, SpongeBob. Are you ready to sign up, young man?
Yes, I am.
I gotta stop getting cut off by cutscenes. But what? Destruction, recklessness, impairment, velocity, and escape. But first, we're gonna learn how to drive backwards.
There are a couple of basics which most
And
regular
other
driving
things.
instructors leave out that you'll need to know before we get to our main lessons. I've set up a couple of targets to get you used to the idea of smashing into other cars. Give it a try, son. Just ram each of those vehicles, and we'll move on. All right,
So, you probably can guess by now what kind of game this is. We're gonna be doing some destruction derby right now. Watching cars explode. I missed, but I got that one. Cool. Boom. I'm gonna back into this one like I did to my...
Now I'm gonna take you out.
Never mind.
That was just tremendous, son. You're doing great.
Under 30 seconds, I destroyed 5 cars. And we got Glove World. Even though it's called Bumper Cars level, but it is Glove World. It says there right there on the glove. Anyway, let's learn how to back up. But first, let's watch the same loading screen again. There's no wheels on this car, by the way. Like, sometimes it goes high enough for you can see the bottom.
You did a nice job with that last part, but now you need to learn how to make your vehicle last longer than the others. Your vehicle is divided into parts, with the center of the vehicle being the most important. As you smash other vehicles or objects, your vehicle will take damage too. If your vehicle becomes too damaged, you'll break down and the lesson will be over, so you'll want to learn to protect your boat. The boat you're in is heavily damaged in the front, so I want you to drive in reverse and use the back of your vehicle to knock out each of the target boatmobile. 3, 2, 1, go!
So, the things they don't tell you is that when you're going in reverse,
Watch out, coming through.
there's a few other things. You can't use your handbrake to turn easily, or else this will just happen when you use your handbrake. You just stop. So that's one disadvantage of going backwards. But it is kind of a necessary... It's kind of just necessary because, like, once again, usually your front is going to get damaged before their back. So it's important to just use the back effectively.
That was great, SpongeBob. You're getting the hang of this really quickly.
Also, this is rock bottom. So, I don't know why we're in rock bottom right now, but don't worry, we'll be seeing it quite a bit during this game.
This level is surrounded on all sides by a pit. Any vehicle that falls into the pit will be knocked out. I've set up targets for you to nudge off the edge, but be careful not to fall in yourself. The other cars are spread about, so look around for other vehicles or use the track map to help you locate them. Go ahead, son. Give it a try. I hope you're ready. 3, 2, 1, go!
So, like he said, knocking cars in the pit will immediately destroy them, basically. But you may be wondering, what happens when I go in the pit?
Look at me go! I told you I was gonna get ya.
Since this is a training event, I've moved your boat back onto the field of play. In an actual event, you would have just been eliminated.
And you'll be seeing that quite a bit when we get to the I stage of the training course, because I kind of suck at that. But for now, let's just enjoy the sunset. And SpongeBob's house is over there for some reason. I don't know why there's a crash pit.
That was so close. I thought I'd scrape.
Since this is a training.
Yeah, I get it. Okay. So I don't know why there's a crash pit right outside of SpongeBob's house, like in his backyard. I mean, like, look. This is. But here's the weird thing: is this his backyard or his front yard? Because there's no road. So did Seymour dig out his entire front of his house?
Want to play with me?
Yeah, SpongeBob, shut up. What's going on here? Anyway, also the chum buck is over there, so like this layout,
Fine. I'll
and
just sit here and absorb water.
and the boating school's over there too. So like, what's going on here? What's up with this very tiny looking town? You know. Anyway, I'm gonna finish this out, and it'll be the end of the episode. So, come on, go in the hole. Boop. There we go.
Fantastic job, son. Just fantastic.
And we got stomach churner level.
Excuse me.
Very original idea.
Please kiss my boo-boo.
So now we can actually start the training course
Just making some room for the sponge.
in the next episode, of course. So, I'll see you guys next time, and for now, you can just enjoy the glorious, high quality, very high budget, and well-made CGI cutscenes.
Well, SpongeBob, now that you've got the basic idea, are you ready to start your lessons?
Oh yeah, I'm ready, so ready. I'm ready.
Your destruction lessons will be graded on how many car parts you can collect before the time runs out. Also, knocking into other cars and wrecking stuff on the track will give you a chance to floor it more often.
I could do that.